It's not bad. That is not bad. Kind of a pretty view. I mean, it's not exactly a pretty view, but we got a sunrise coming. Ow! Got a weed that's kind of bothering me. I was going to tear it off, show you where I am, show you the weed I'm talking about. It's one of those prickly weeds. I am in Tama, Iowa. There's my scooter behind me. Let's go over here. Oh, this is nice. I mean, it's a nice setup. Who do we got going on? Hello, real quick question. Did gambling the job to lose it all? I don't know what that means. Hello, RJ. Good morning. How far do I go on 2 gallons of gas? How you feeling? So many questions. How am I feeling? I'm feeling tired. How far do I go on 2 gallons of gas? I probably can go about 100 miles. Have yet to do that. Hello, Mike from Ireland. Will chill. It's glad to see me. I am glad to be here. I cannot tell you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and good morning, Tommy John. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. I'll slide over so you can see my scooter a little bit. It is Sunday morning. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Chip from Salem, Mass. It is Sunday morning. It is May 19th. And this is Coffee with Ken from the road. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking, sharing some of my adventures, and I've got adventures to share. Sharing a little bit about life, sharing a little bit about the ups and downs that we all have. And for the next 5 months, it's going to be also sharing a little bit about my journey as I travel into the unknown. And honestly, I'm not sure. I'm just got started with my journey yesterday morning, and I'm only about 20% of where I need to go. I've covered about 20% of the ground I need to go. Hold on. Okay, just wanted to make sure my key was out of my bike and my battery wasn't going out, because that's all I need, and I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, I'm about 20% of the way to where I want to go, and I'm coming at you from Tama, Iowa. And somebody asked how I was feeling. I'm feeling a little tired. Oh, I will be. Feeling a little tired. My butt is sore. My head is sore. I'm cold. I'm tired. And we'll get to all the details in a minute. But first of all, let me take a swig of water, because I got to stay hydrated. Oh, I'm at a Casey's. You guys know what Casey's are? They're nice. And I cannot tell you, I was so happy that Casey's was open today. Got some issues. My issues have issues. But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know this isn't just a show about me talking. For those that have been watching a while, and I'm telling you, I've been riding for about 2 hours this morning, and I'm cold, and I regretted not picking up a cup of coffee at my first stop. And anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. I might move to Tama. This coffee is so good. I think the woman that works at the gas station's a little freaked out by me. She's never met Coffee with Ken before. Get my thermos and fill it up. I did not bring one. I couldn't really put it on my bike and ride or drink while I'm riding. And, yeah. So, it's Coffee with Ken, and I'm in Tama, Iowa. I'm about 280 miles down on it's about a 1,400 mile journey from Chicago into the mountains and into a trip of the type of length I've never even considered taking on it. This is a scooter. It's a Suzuki Burgman 400. Got it about 5 years ago, and I've just enjoyed the crud out of it. But I never thought I'd take it across country. And I don't know, about a month ago, I got an opportunity that it was one I needed to take to work a job in a really beautiful place that provides lodging and food, which are two things that are important to a guy that's got a lot of bills and has two ex-wives that he pays child support to. And it is a job that's going to be cool. It's something I'm going to be doing for 5 months, and it's going to be, I hope, I think it's going to be one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. And, yeah, I don't know, just kind of waking up. So I'm going to drink some more coffee, and thank you again for joining. You guys are asking big questions. If I could talk to my 25-year-old self, what would you tell him? Oh, I don't know. Let me share some thoughts with you and some crises, lest I forget about them. I woke up this morning at about 4 o'clock. I rode late last night. I rode till about 11 o'clock, 11:30, which is past my bedtime. And I started feeling a little fuzzy and feeling a little delirious, and was following my GPS, even though it took me in a way I didn't expect. I was expecting to stick on West 30, and the voice on my phone told me to go this way, and I was confused. And all of a sudden, I ended up on this 65 mile an hour highway, and riding a scooter as my mind is getting fuzzy last night, and was starting to struggle. And it was scary because I shouldn't have been riding at that hour, tired in the dark, sore butt, cars flying by me at 80 miles an hour, and I'm going, I don't know which way, how to steer. And it was a scary experience, to be honest with you. And I saw Casey's, and behind it what appeared to be a hotel. And I went there, and it turned out it was some sort of building that looked kind of like a hotel, but it wasn't. And I said, I'm not capable of driving any further. And I rolled out my yoga mat and slept next to it was some sort of corporate office building, and I slept alongside it for 3 or 4 hours, and used my dirty clothes bag as a pillow, and fortunately had a blanket with me and covered up with my blanket. Originally went to sleep with just this leather coat and this shirt on here that I wore to my daughter's graduation yesterday. Somewhere during the night, I said, hey, it's getting kind of chilly. I grabbed my backpack, which is strapped to the back, and pulled out this sweatshirt. And at about 4 this morning, I realized it was really pretty chilly. I don't know how chilly it was. I mean, it wasn't like it was 30, but it was probably 50 or high 40s. And I'm sitting there under a not very heavy bear's blanket on a yoga mat on what was fairly hard ground, cold, and still grateful. And I think, because I've been going through stuff over all my life, and I've been struggling with anxiety all my life, and I think this trip is forcing me to face my fears and face my anxiety. And because when you're riding a scooter, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And when you're riding across country, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. Weather can be bad, traffic can be bad, roads can be out, gas stations can be closed, your battery can run out. All sorts of horrible things can happen on a scooter. You can leave your debit card 2 gas stations behind. Oh yes, oh yes. So after I woke up this morning at about 4 o'clock, and I rode in the dark to the first gas station I saw, I pulled out my wallet and was looking for my debit card, and there was no debit card to be found. And I'm going, holy crap, I must have left it about 40 miles back. And I'm going, what am I going to do? And remember, those last 40 miles were hellish on me. I wasn't going back. There was only one way to go, and it was to go forward. So I've gone forward. I've ridden to Tama, Iowa, starting at like 4:30 in the morning. I've gone maybe 50 miles or so, 60 miles maybe today. And I have no debit card. Fortunately, I have a little bit of cash in my pocket. I'm enough to get me to where I'm going, but it's going to be challenging. And I'm not totally sure what's going to happen. But part of that is the adventure, and part of that is things happen for a reason. And I'm riding along, freezing my butt off on a 65-mile-an-hour highway. Fortunately, the road was empty today, going about 45, cold, sore butt, tired as hell, wondering when I'm going to get my first coffee, wondering if I'm going to have time to do my Coffee with Ken show, wondering what I'm going to do without a debit card, and going, holy crap, I got like 1,100 miles to go. So that's where I'm at, and that's the Ken that's coming to you this morning on this Sunday morning. So happy Sunday. But anyway, I'm serious about all that. And again, so much stuff can go wrong. And when you're on 2 wheels, it's more likely to go wrong. You know, I've been doing push-ups. Why I left my debit card. I've been doing push-ups. I started it yesterday at my first official gas stop on the road in Shabada, Illinois. I did 10 push-ups while filling up the tank. And although there's 2 gallons can fit in this thing, I don't ever want to run low. I promise you that. So I'm stopping a lot. And most of my fill-ups cost me like $3. I'm putting like 2/3 of a gallon in or something like that. I just put 438 in and got a gallon and change. I gave her a 5. She rolled her eyes, and I came back for change. I don't know if she likes me, loves me, or doesn't like me at all. That's kind of the way it always is, especially with women. But I'll tell you what, this coffee's tasting good in Tama. And I've ridden about 60 miles so far today. And my goal is to hit, 300 or so a day for the next 4 days, counting today. And that'll get me where I want to go. And I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of adventures and a lot of challenges and a lot of things to deal with between now and then. God willing, I arrive safely to my destination, and that's number one. I'm not going to ride as late into the night as I did last night, because that was silly. Again, I started feeling a little bit delirious. I'm hoping there's a bigger town that has a Starbucks in it somewhere along my path in the next 100 miles. But I'm really alternating between this is the coolest thing I've ever done, besides have my 4 beautiful kids, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever done. Because occasionally, between moments of panic and fear, I'll look off and see the hills that are starting to get rolly, or the sun rising behind me, or smell a cool smell, or I don't know, feel a breeze in a way I haven't felt before. And it's really, really neat. And again, I'm 55, riding the scooter from Chicago to the mountains, and where I'm going to start a job and work for 5 months. And again, it's a combination of terror and exhilaration. And the mortgage Zeus. Well, first of all, RJ said you have a ton of daylight in front of you to ride today. Yes, I do. Yes, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'll tell you what, your butt gets really sore on the back of on a scooter or on a motorcycle. You know, after 50 miles, I'm excited to get off. And looking forward, really was happy as heck that this gas station was open, to fill her up, to get some coffee. I'm shivering. And I don't know. I'm shivering. I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of tired. And I got some water. And I didn't even get any food yesterday. I stopped at a grocery store before I took off. I loaded up on like nuts, pistachios, somebody suggested, walnuts, peanut M&Ms, beef jerky, a couple bottles of water, and 2 bags of apples. And I've been living off that. I don't know if that's healthy or not. But I've been eating a lot of apples and getting a lot of protein. And it's got me 280 miles. Mortgage Zeus says I should call the bank to cancel my credit card or debit card. Yes, I should, but there's only one issue with that. The number I have for the bank was on the back of my debit card, which is now about 110 miles back that way in Iowa. So I was thinking of what I can do. I'm obviously going to call and cancel the debit card. I'm going to order another one. I'll probably have it shipped to my ex-wife's house, and maybe she'll be able to send it to me with anything else I forgot back at home, and hopefully get it before I have any major expenditures, because I don't have major amounts of cash in my pocket. I have enough to get me where I'm going to want to go, and I knew this trip was going to be lean, because that's just my situation in life, and I'm not saying it as a woe is me. I don't have a bank app that's attached to and cancel on your phone. I do have a bank app that's on my phone. Do you think I can cancel through my bank app? I appreciate that. I do have a bank app. Yes, I do. Never, ever use a debit card. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but either way, I'll appreciate it. Fortunately, unfortunately, I'm not in a super flush situation in life right now. So whoever finds the debit card stuck into the gas pump won't be able to withdraw a heck of a lot of money if they even knew my number. By the way, I'm here in Iowa, something I hadn't done for a while. I paid cash. Again, I handed her a $5 and went out, was looking at the gas thing, and I was trying to push a button, and I'm going, why won't my gas start? And then I read the instructions, and it said lift lever to start gas. And I haven't done that in a long time. So I found the lever, and I lifted it up, and I was able to pour out $4.38 in lovely gas that'll get me, that was just over a gallon, that could probably get me maybe 60 miles continuing west. And I think I'm headed towards Ames. And Ames is probably going to be my next stop along the road, which is perfect for me because I believe it's the college. She hasn't officially said. It's the college my oldest daughter, who graduated high school yesterday, is going to be going to in the fall. So it seems like a neat stopping point because I saw her graduation ceremony yesterday on the road, and I'm going to see her college point or her college town in an hour or two. And I think that's a perfect destination for me. And looking forward to that. Once I'm there, I'm almost halfway done with my day's driving. And, well, thank you, RJ. Because my goal's right now to hit 300 miles a day. I'm probably, like I said, 50 or 60 miles into my journey so far today. But it still leaves a long way. That's a lot of miles. Yeah, I got all day to do it, but it's still a lot of miles. And my butt is sore. And I think my arms are going to be sore because, again, I'm stopping every 40, 50 miles to get gas. And I said I'll do 10 push-ups every stop. I did 3 sets of 10 yesterday, and I've already done 2 sets of 10 this morning. And Mortgage Zeus says go right to the bank branch. It's a Chase Bank. Let me tell you, I don't think Tama, Iowa has a Chase Bank. And I don't know if Iowa has a Chase Bank. I don't know where the locations are. Possibly they do. But again, you're kind of learning on the fly and doing the best you can. And everything's a little harder on 2 wheels, but also more fun and more exciting and more cool and more scary and more crazy and more adventurous. And I'm excited because I got some beautiful country ahead of me. And a neat 5 months ahead of me, and it's going to be a cool journey. And right now, by the way, I thought my biggest challenge on the ride yesterday was going to be too hot because I was wearing my coat and this shirt. By the way, haven't showered today. Wearing same shirt I wore yesterday. You can do that all on the app. Find a location close to you and turn off access to your lost card. I appreciate that. Can you pay via Apple Pay? I was wondering. I've never really done Apple Pay. I got a little money on a Venmo account, and I'm wondering, can you use Venmo? Can you use Apple Pay? I don't know. I'm 55. I'm feeling advanced using. I mean, when I was a baby or kid, there weren't even credit cards. Nobody had them. Can you feel freedom and happiness? Yeah. Okay, real quick. I was driving through, I think, either Cedar Rapids or somewhere in Iowa, and there was this huge factory, and it was dark. It wasn't Cedar Rapids, but there was this giant factory. And as I'm going on my journey and as I'm doing my drive, and even in my careers past, I just didn't feel that man was meant to work in a factory. And I felt bad, and I'm not saying it's not a noble job. Work's, of course, very noble. But it just didn't seem right to me. And I just had that thought. And again, my grandpa was a coal miner, and I'd say the same thing about that. And somebody's got to mine coal, and somebody's got to work in factories, and God bless them for doing it. But it just seems like a hard life, and I'm excited about the direction I'm going, and what I'm taking on, and the journey I'm on, and prayers for those guys, prayers for you, prayers for me, because I've been saying my prayers on the scooter today, and the things are going to work out as they are intended, and I know that they will, and I'm ahead of schedule, so if I see a church off the road, I might try and stop in and see if they have a mass that works out, or a service that works out with my schedule. And Sunday morning I'm in Tama, Iowa, and the coffee situation is great right now. I mean, seriously, it is really nice. I wonder if they get free refills. I told the lady I'd come back in to go to the washroom. I don't think she wants me back in. I don't know, again, if she loves me, scared of me, or hates me. How are you going to pay for stuff with no card? Well, I have cash on me. I don't have a credit card. For one that's gone the financial route I have over the last few years, I don't have credit cards. I thought it would be a good choice. I thought I'd just use my debit card, but now I have no debit card. But I do have a little bit of cash in my pocket, and provided I don't lose my wallet, I should be okay. And yeah, I don't know what else I have for you, but it's at 7:05 in the morning. I don't know how long I've talked. Did alcohol cause my divorces? No, I mean, I'm sure it was a contributing factor. I'm sure it made emotions flare and anger come out that wouldn't have normally come out. I saw my first wife yesterday at my daughter's graduation, and her husband, a guy named Joey, who's a real nice guy and has been a great stepdad to my two older daughters. And I don't think I should be married to my first wife. I think she's better off with Joey, with her current husband. They seem like they're happy. They seem like they're doing a great job with my kids, most importantly to me, but I'm glad they're happy as well. A whole bunch of things happened with my second marriage. I'm sure alcohol was part of it, but strong personalities and yeah. I'm sure alcohol is a contributing factor to me not having any credit cards and me driving off to where I'm headed as well. But it is part of the story and part of the journey, and part of the journey I left behind 2.5 years ago. And again, something I can hang my hat on and be proud of that I left that behind. And proud of the journey I'm on. How many push-ups have I done so far, RJ? I've already gone through it, but I'll say it again for anyone wondering. I'm doing 10 push-ups every time I stop at a gas station, or at least put gas in my scooter, almost said car. And I did 30 yesterday, so I filled up at 3 different gas stations, and I have done 20 so far this morning because I've stopped twice. And again, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. I got a long day ahead of me, but the sun is shining, and I've got a pretty stop here and a cool little view of my scooter behind me, and still 2/3 of a cup of hazelnut, and absolutely no reason to hurry. That's one thing that's nice. I have an anxious mind and a calculating mind, and whenever I'm driving long distance, I see how many miles an hour I can average, and I push the pace, and I try and go faster, and I hurry in and out of the gas station. And this is different. I've got 4.5 days to travel. I'm not in a huge rush. I know the speed that I go isn't that relevant. The duration that I go is relevant, and it kind of reminds me to the one bite at a time that I refer to a lot as how do you eat an elephant, one bite at a time. It doesn't really matter how many miles I log on my next trek or next spot, whether it's 20 or 40 or 60, it's moving forward, and it's taking a bite of the elephant. And it doesn't matter really how many miles per hour I go, because I have more hours today than I have endurance or strength in my body to drive. So the pace doesn't matter because the tortoise wins the race. And I know as long as I'm chipping away and consistently plugging, the miles are going to tick off, and I'm going to get where I want to go. And that holds true for life. As long as you're moving forward and making progress and getting a little better, getting a little closer, you can get to wherever you want to go. And I think you can learn a lot of lessons on a cross-country journey. And some of the lessons are harder than you want. And I think things will work out fine without a debit card. I am just fortunate I happen to have a couple $100 or a few $100 in my wallet, couple hundred. somewhere between 200 and 300. I don't know. I was calculating. Well, I paid $10 on my Starbucks app. I paid gas with it once, so I probably have like $270. Gas is going to be this much to get me where I want to go. I've got food in my trunk. Could stop at McDonald's. I think I can make it. So, yeah, I'll make it. I will make it one way or the other. And again, it looks like it's a beautiful day. And I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about your Sunday as well. I just want to thank you for joining. My next stop, my next live, I don't know when it'll be. I'm going to try and go live on mornings between 5:30 and 6:30 if possible, but bear with me. If I can sleep, I will. I don't know where I'm sleeping. Can I call the gas station? I'm not sure why I would want to call the gas station. I know the woman that works at this gas station is already thinks I'm strange. If I called her right now, she would know I'm strange. Hey, it's the guy in the leather coat. I'm outside talking to my cell phone, drinking some coffee. Just wanted to say hi. The donuts in there, by the way, do look pretty fresh. I was thinking of grabbing one, but I don't know. So I'm probably just going to sit here for a little while, finish off my coffee, have an apple, maybe some more water, eat some cashews, maybe some beef jerky. It really feels cool eating that way. Again, I could have stopped at any number of places yesterday and thought about it. But it's kind of neat. I just stocked up on beef jerky, various pistachios, cashews, apples, water, and peanut M&Ms. And I don't know if that's a well-balanced meal, but I know there's a lot of protein in some of the things. And I know with the apples, you're getting fiber, got to be getting some vitamins. And you're also getting hydrated because they're Honeycrisp apples and they're delicious. So one more sip of coffee. Look at the sun rising. Look at the sun rising. It's beautiful. And I'll tell you what, it's especially beautiful for me this morning because it's warming me. And I still got to chill because I still, again, slept alongside some corporate building. Wow, the trucks they have here are very squeaky and loud. I bet that guy's going to know to flip the lever on the gas station. Yeah, so one more sip. I'm gonna let the sun warm me. I'm gonna let the coffee warm me. I hope you guys are following along in my journey. I got another 4 days of riding ahead of me, and then I'm gonna start a 5-month period in a beautiful place, working a job that's gonna allow me to cover my financial responsibilities. Hopefully save a little bit of money, put a roof over my head, and I don't know, be a great experience. And I hope you follow along because I'm looking forward to telling the tale and sharing my adventure and sharing little nuggets I pick up along the way and stopping in. I'm going to show you where we're at. Oh, I don't know if it's the 3 hours sleep. Or 4 hours, maybe 3, probably. The 55 years of age. This is what Tama, Iowa looks like. There's my Casey's. This is what Tama, Iowa looks like on a Sunday morning. Quiet town. Oh, how cool is that? How cool is that? A guy with 2 dogs is pulling up on a little Kawasaki thingy behind me. I should see it drive behind me. Look at that. That's kind of cool. But, anyway, put the phone down. I know I said one more sip of coffee, but I'm going to take one more standing up because that feels real good. Sunday morning. I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're excited about your day. Hope you're living in the moment. That's one real neat thing about being on the scooter. It kind of forces you to be in the moment and experience every bump along the road, both literal bumps and figurative bumps. And I'm doing that and looking forward to sharing them with you. And I so appreciate you for hopping on this Sunday morning. I hope you're doing well. Again, I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. You're excited about your day. You're feeling good. You're loving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.